NSK is an artistic organization which it started in the 80s and includes different groups inside, like Laibach, the music group Laibach, the visual art group IRWIN, and theater, the beginning Scipio Nasice, and later on there were also other groups took part. Basically, it is a kind of umbrella under it different groups were operating in the 80s, but in the 90s the NSK, which was before named Neue Slowenische Kunst, transformed from organization to the state in time. IRWIN is a group of 5 artists. We are working and living in Slovenia. We are active from 1983, and we are working in the fields of visual arts. And we are, on one way, we are dealing with ideology of art itself, but through different medias. At the same time, we were working very much on reflecting the conditions of art production and art system in Eastern Europe. At the same time, we were co-founders of the NSK state in time. I mean, the state which came out as a transformation of the NSK from the period of the 80s. The works we are standing, this is called retro avant-garde. It is basically the chart of artists working on the territory of ex-Yugoslavia. And these artists, what is common for these artists, that they are all using a kind of references to the past to understand the nowadays and the future. So the retro avant-garde we understood as a kind of ism of Yugoslav space. So here you can see artists from Belgrade, Ljubljana, Zagreb, and most of these artists, I think almost all, are on this exhibition also. At this exhibition we also have a work called Black Square on Red Square. It is a work we did in 1992 in Moscow, in the time when socialism as a system faded away as a kind of state ideology. And we had at that time, for 1 month, a project called NSK Embassy in Moscow, where we lived there for a month, IRWIN and other NSK groups, and discuss about how we see the past and the future. I mean, we artists coming from the Eastern Europe. And on the last days of our stay in Moscow, we did a performance, an action, a kind of tableau vivant, where we stretched a 22 by 22 long cloth on the red square. And what we did is basically we juxtapose the black square of Malevich with a kind of ideological background of the red square. I mean, in the Russian, in English language, we are dealing with 2 squares. In Russian, the language is called Krasnaya Ploshad, which means the same as red square. But in English, this kind of play with the words means put one square to another. And this was the action, which was a kind of guerrilla way, because we didn't have a permission, but somehow nothing happened. Nobody arrested us. And what is upstairs, it's a video edited version of this action.